Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Evan and I want to welcome you back to the University of Aesthetics YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be taking you through a tips video, which I haven't done for a little bit yet. I haven't done one in a little while, but I want to talk about being a smart supplement shopper. So just some tips and guidelines when you're out looking for supplements to buy to facilitate your goals in the gym. So the first main topic and point that I want to touch on is determining what supplements are necessary for you. So, you know, when you're looking for supplements, not everyone needs a pre-workout, not everybody needs a mass gainer, you know, not everyone even needs a protein powder. Those are supplements that are solely based on the goals that you're trying to achieve in the gym. So, just to get started with that, let's say that, you know, you have a very low caffeine tolerance, like you could have a cup of coffee and it'll just get you wired. So maybe buying pre-workout wouldn't be the best thing for you, because that pre-workout's going to be way more than what you would need. So you can save your money by just drinking maybe a cup of black coffee before you go to the gym, and that'll provide you with enough energy that you need to have a great workout. You know, if you're dieting, maybe you want to invest your money in a branched chain amino acid, but these are all different things that you want to be aware of when you're shopping for supplements. You know, just because, you know, the athlete of a company that you like tells you that you need to have a protein shake post-workout doesn't necessarily mean that you need to. Like, let's say that you can afford to buy a lot of food, real food like chicken and fish and egg whites, different things like that. You can actually have those post-workout and save your money on, you know, you don't have to buy a protein powder. So a lot of times people buy these supplements because they think they need to, because everybody buys them. So my main point with this is that you want to determine a product that you really need to buy, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be you know, a weightlifting supplement. So for instance, we live in Wisconsin, that's where I'm at right now, and the sun is not very strong at this time of year here. So I supplement vitamin D3 just to get that added vitamin D in my diet or regimen, if you will. So for me, that's a necessary supplement that I need. It's not really a weightlifting supplement. So what I'd like to get you guys thinking about is just a little bit outside the box, and what are the true supplements that you actually need to have versus supplements that you just want to have because somebody tells you that you should take them. So that's kind of the first thing with being a smart shopper. You don't want to waste your money, so you want to determine products that you actually need to have in your regimen, or that would be the most beneficial. So that is tip number one: determine what's necessary for you. So after you determine that product that you need, that supplement, then it comes time to go out and actually shop for it. So there's a few different ways that you can do this. If you have a local supplement store nearby, I would, you know, suggest maybe going there because it might be more convenient. Around here we have subs.com, which is a great resource, and they do free shipping on orders in the area, and then also free shipping on orders, I believe $50 or more. So there's all these different, you know, there's bodybuilding.com, subs.com, there's Supplement Warehouse, there's all these different distributors. So, you know, choose the one that's right for you, and then after you find that distributor or store or wherever you're going to buy these supplements from, then you want to do some research while you're in that website. So what I mean by research is, you know, let's say that you are in the market for a pre-workout. So you're going to go to maybe the pre-workout tabs, and you want to look up the reviews on the product. So let's say that, you know, I have, for example, GATS PMP here. So, you know, what really got me into this product was I got a free sample of it and was actually able to try it before I decided to buy it. But, you know, that's not always the case. So what you want to do is look into the reviews and make sure that people say good things about the product. You know, look for a lot of reviews. You know, if there's only 2, then, you know, maybe it's not the most trustworthy reviews. So you always want to look through that. Make sure that there's a lot of reviews on it and that they're all pretty positive. If somebody just rates it bad, doesn't really give an explanation, you can't really trust it. You can kind of weigh that out, but that's one thing that you want to do, is do your research on the product before you buy. And there's a bunch of different ways. You can look at the reviews, or you can talk to people that have taken it. They're not going to be, if you have a friend that took this supplement and says it's great, he has great workouts, strength increased, great focus, then, if your friend's not sponsored by them, then you can take his word for it. You can trust that the product actually worked for them, and they're not gaining anything by telling you that it's a good supplement. So you always want to ask around, look up the brands that get awards, the brands that are the most trusted, and that's probably the best way to do it. If you follow an athlete that is hyping up all these products, they're getting paid by that company to say that, so you don't really know for sure if they're going to work. So it's always good to check the reviews on the website and ask around the people that you know, or if your distributor like subs.com offers a free samples selection in their for their checkout, then you can get supplements like that and try them, and that's what I did with the PMP from GAT. So always check the reviews, always do your research before you buy a product. For supplements like these, Spring Valley, like your basic weightlifting supplements, these you can pretty much trust that what they have in there is what's in there, and that you're getting the exact amounts and things like that. These ones you don't really have to do as much research because obviously maybe look into the company, but that's kind of up to you. I got this at Walmart. So so that would be first two tips: determine what's necessary for you, and then do your research on the product before you decide to buy. And the last thing that I want to touch on is, after you select the product, the reviews are good. One thing to look for, I'm going to tie a couple tips into this. So one thing to look for is a proprietary blend in the ingredients. So you always want to check the ingredients and make sure that what they say is in the product is actually in the product. So for instance, I'll refer back to the PMP from GAT. This supplement, it doesn't say, there's nothing mentioned about a proprietary blend. So they actually have every ingredient listed and the amounts and the order that they're all in on the ingredients and everything like that. So this would be a good supplement. It's listed out, they're not trying to hide anything, so I would recommend this in this case. So with that being said, if it does say proprietary blend, that doesn't mean, they can tell you what's in it, but they don't have to list the amounts. They can list the total amount, but not of each individual ingredient. So always be on the lookout for proprietary blends, because they might not be exactly the amounts that you think are in there. So a couple other little tips to just kind of wrap this up. Always, if a product is claiming something that seems too good to be true, it's likely that it is. So if a product's saying, "Oh, gaining 40 pounds of muscle in 3 weeks," it's like, that sounds great, but scientifically it's really not possible. And if it was, I'm sure we would all be hearing about how great that supplement is. So always be on the lookout for these false claims and these really kind of bragging testimonials, different things like that. Just be on the lookout for that, because those are things that they're going to say that the product does, but really it doesn't. They're just trying to get people that maybe don't know that much about the product to buy into the claims that they're making. So always, if it seems too good to be true, it's likely that it is. So just be careful for that. And the last thing, being a smart shopper, you always want to find the best value. So if a website has a buy one get one half off, or buy one get one free, it's always good to cash in on those when you can. If you know you're going to be using a supplement for a long time, like for me, I use protein powder. So if they offer a sale on a 10-pound bag, I'll cash in on that, because I'm always going to be using protein. So if you're going to sample or try something new, it doesn't hurt to buy a smaller size to try it, and then you can always buy the bigger size once you know that you like it, or you know that it's giving you results. So there's a lot of, I'm going to kind of tie this up right now, but there's a lot of different areas that I could go into off of this subject, like going into what's really necessary and breaking down supplements that you need. And I may do a video on that, like essential supplements and non-essential, what I believe is or what I believe should be in your regimen. But you know, if you're given $30 to buy supplements, you know, it might be more beneficial to buy like an essential fat supplement over a pre-workout, you know, because you might not need that pre-workout if you can just drink coffee or something. And you know, those essential fats you might not be able to get in your diet, so it's really important to supplement those. So there's a lot of different things you can go into, but just to break down the tips, lastly, kind of the main three: determine what supplements are necessary for you, look up the reviews, do your research before you buy, and then lastly, be wise with your money, look for the deals, look for sales, and look out for like proprietary blends and claims that could be too good to be true. You always want to watch out for those. So I hope this video helps you guys out when you're out there shopping for supplements and determining which ones you really need to buy, and hopefully you guys save some money out there. I'm just trying to give you guys a tip, and I'm not sponsored by anybody or anything. I only have like 300 followers on Instagram, so I'm far from being sponsored. So you guys can take my word. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment if you guys have any ideas for videos or topics that you want me to cover. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Stay swole.